call time is at 7, then you back your clock up 4 hours, and then that's when I get up. I also believe that we can accomplish anything with our 2 hands. Getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning every day before anybody else and grounding my thought process is in the no one will outwork me. I was evicted when I was 14 years old, and then we were forced off the island of Hawaii to move, of all places, we had to move to Nashville. And we lived in a little motel, and I was trying to remain as positive as I could. So my goal was to play in the NFL, and that didn't happen for me. I went up to the Canadian Football League. I played up there. Yeah. I got cut from there, flew back down to Miami. My old man was living in Tampa. I called him at midnight when I landed. I said, you gotta come get me.
One of the most helpful things that you can learn when trying to become successful is to make sure that you don't really listen to other people. So many people are going to try to bring you down. So it's best to just completely ignore them, unless you truly want to use them as motivation and write down what they say, because they're not going to believe in you. So many people are going to say they want you to pursue your goals and your dreams, but then they're not going to actually want to help you in any which way whatsoever, because they don't even understand how hard it is to go out and pursue their dreams, because they're those types of people who are just going to say they want to do this, that, or the other, and never actually go out there and do it. They're just going to be talking the talk and not walking the walk. And that's the difference between you and them. You're going to actually start and take an action and try to pursue your dreams with everything that you have, because the people that say you can't do it are the ones that haven't even tried to go after their own dreams and their own goals. Or if they did, they failed and then they just gave up. They said it was too hard, or they'd not the right time for them, or not enough money, or whatever the case may be. They either failed and gave up or made excuses. And those are the types of people that you really don't want to be telling you what to do and how to do it, because they don't even know themselves. So what you should do is get a group of supportive people who are going to be there for you and help you along the way and tell you when you're doing things that aren't going to help you at all.
I wanted to be something, and it was important to me to be something. It was important to me that I didn't fail. But by the way, and if I did fail, at least what was also important was the lesson. And I didn't realize that until I got older, because you know, when you're in it, you're in the grind, you don't really recognize those things when you're younger, but I could recognize them now and the importance of them now. And just in terms of the drive and the determination, a lot of it was experience too. The odds are against you, people are watching, the team's depending on you. You either say, I'm done, or this, whatever the f is going on, it's temporary, and it may me up at some point down the road, but I'm not gonna let this opportunity go by without giving it my all. We were bad. We intimidated, we dominated, but we took a lot of pride in that. We took a lot of pride in trailblazing and how the game was played back at that time we would intimidate teams and we would want to dominate teams, but also too, we also had the thought process that a team was never going to outwork us. We're going to be the hardest working team in the country. I get up super early. Generally, I have this thing where I like beating the sun up, not just in terms of before the sun comes up, I have to get up. How do I do it? It's just important to find balance, and I try and do things really that I really enjoy doing. Yes, I get up at crazy hours, whether it's 3 o'clock in the morning, by the way. When we were talking in London, I was getting up at 3 because I had to be on set by 7. So whatever time my call time is, and I tell this to studios and directors and our producers, whatever time my call time. So my call time is at 7. A lot of times, you know, it's like in life, right? Life brings like drama, and you got to deal with this person and a funky relationship here, and all these things. You try and just kind of balance them out as best I can. I got a great team around me, by the way, who really, really helps me well and allows for me to come in and work 12 hours a day, 14 hours a day, get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I would have to say growing up and the examples that were set for me from my parents. You know, we struggled a lot. There was a lot of struggling going on. My dad was very successful in his own right. He was a professional wrestler, so he was a local star at that time before the business of professional wrestling became global, if you will. Consistently being told that whatever it is that you want to do, you've got to get after it. You got to get after it. There's no substitute for hard work. Hard work always pays. You know, those type of mantras over time.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like the video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let us know what you thought down in the comment section below.